Hey, it's us once again for another Iyanla Fix My Life episode. I know it's been a minute, people, but we here. We back. I got my homeboy with me. Say something, might be.
What to do?
And that's what he says, even on a different damn show.
It's just, hey, that's me. I can only be me. JT.
No, you can't be JT.
I'm just saying.
There's only one.
Remember you used to call yourself the truth?
Oh, it's still, you know.
I thought you realized how many times you done lied. You like it done caught up with me.
They know I only do the truth. They know. You just, you hate.
Right on. What we talking about?
We here. Speaking of the truth. Iyanla talks to a young lady named Kamiyah / Alexis. And the reason why we give her two names because we find out that she was abducted 8 hours after she was born. It's so, I don't know, because I want to know more about the mother. Yeah, because I was about to say,
I feel like that's the.
Was she a nurse?
Wait, which mother?
The one that stole the kidnapper.
Okay, yeah,
and that's what I put in there. I never put her name. I put kidnapper.
Yeah.
Damn near because I didn't know. That just helped me. But but yeah, she was stolen. But I don't know. Was she the nurse there at the hospital? I don't understand. They didn't
go into that story at all because Kamiyah was like she never asked, or if she did ask, she didn't really want to know.
She just dismissed it. It wasn't part of her life. She.
That's not huge. You find out whatever age that you've been kidnapped. This ain't your real parents. I feel like I would feel some type of way.
Yeah.
But
she didn't want to enter her Wikipedia. It was just she was abducted and now it's 19 years later. That's how it seemed like she wanted it.
But I feel like maybe also are we gonna talk about it?
Go ahead.
Okay, but I feel like
we're talking about it
because it's been so much time. And this is the only person you know. Then,
I mean, it's human nature to I would say to love the person that
raised you, yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. They're there. It's just like your parents. Sometimes you can't choose you can't.
You can't.
Sometimes you can't.
Can you imagine if that was a thing?
Oh man!
Shoot, you know what? I don't want you. Next,
there'll be a lot of parents put up for adoption.
Mm-hmm. A lot of parents actually need to be put up for adoption,
but anyway, we find out that she was kidnapped and she didn't find out. She said the reason why she found out is because she was old enough to get a job,
right?
And she had what was her birth certificate?
Her real birth certificate, yeah.
And her mother, I guess, okay, it's time to give her the information or tell her what's going on, and she finds out that she was stolen from her birth mother and father.
Do you think that's how the conversation went? You think she said I stole you or I'm just not your birth mother?
I don't know because she wasn't. We don't know. Yeah, that's why
it's frustrating.
It's frustrating because you have
so many questions, and not even just with the birth. With the birth mother too, not just with the adopted mom. Yeah, I had questions for the birth mother. She was supposed to actually be on the show,
but she the one that suggested that they go.
She wanted Iyanla's help.
How you gonna invite me to your party and you don't show up? The host not even there.
It don't make no sense. It'd be like, I hope y'all had fun.
Yeah, but the daughter showed up, and that's what that's when what we cut to as far as
maybe it was one of those things I call Iyanla, but you really the problem. I want you to get your life fixed. Yeah, maybe try with her. Yeah.
I'm all right. I don't know. But anyway, she tells that was one of the things that she told Iyanla that she didn't come, but it's like it was just usual. She was just so nonchalant about everything.
She didn't really even want to be there. Just let me just go with the flow. Let's see what this thing's all about.
I don't know. It seemed like I don't know why she was there. She said because of her mother, but once you find out your mother's not there, it seemed like she checked out even before the cameras rolled.
Right. That's how it felt to me too.
And Iyanla was just talking to her, so how you feel about it. Just going through the regular questions, trying to get some information out of her. So what did your mother tell you, or the kidnapper tell you? about you being, abducted. I don't think about it. Do you have any feelings on it? No, not really. I don't like to talk about that type, type of stuff.
That may be one of those situations where if you don't talk about it, then you don't have to dwell on it. You ain't got to deal with it.
Like it ain't real.
So it ain't real because you've known this person for 19 years. It's gonna be hard to forget about them when at some point this is the only family you probably knew in her family. Yeah. And to find out that she's been lying to you all this time, and that's why I said maybe if she had found out sooner. When she was younger, maybe she would have yearned for a relationship with her biological parents. But she grown 19,
now. She got a mind of her own, attitude of her own, as we see. We find out later on. But while they were talking, Iyanla tried to give an olive branch and say, I try to give her testimony. I didn't know my birth mother, until what she say,
30.
Was it 30? I think she said her mother died when she was 2 years old, and nobody. She my family didn't tell me. Why
do you think that is? Maybe they thought it was gonna be easier on the child.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What was they feelings toward the mama? They.
That's a good question.
And
Iyanla didn't because I guess this wasn't Iyanla's
her story,
so she didn't go into detail.
And I didn't know about that nugget. I'm like we steady getting Iyanla fix my life from Iyanla, her story. We getting bits and pieces, of I know I think one of her children died or something like that. So she's been through.
She's been telling us some stuff, sharing some stuff. I guess maybe when it's relevant to what she's talking about.
Maybe she go to Oprah. Oprah. I think we did say Oprah fixed my life on one of our episodes when Iyanla was talking about. Anyway, it don't matter. I ain't getting
about
paid
to take
for
me
it.
down the side road. I'm like, these are the directions I put in.
But anyway. Oh, go ahead. It seemed like you was about to say something.
I was noticing when Iyanla was talking to her, and Iyanla kept, mentioning secrets and lies, and then old girl. The first time she did it, we saw what's her name, Kamiyah. We saw her twinge. And I'm like, maybe she knows. I'm thinking she's going to reveal something, a secret that she found out while Iyanla was talking to her.
Yeah, she just moved, twitching her hand. I don't know what. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was. You could tell she was holding back, or she was.
I felt she was holding back. Yeah.
But
that's when she was like, what? You keep mentioning the word lies. And making it seem like my mom was a liar, and that's not what I'm here for. That ain't that's not where we're taking this conversation. So if that's where you want it to go, it ain't about to happen.
It seemed like she was like, "Don't say nothing about my mom."
Yeah, you bet. Don't nobody better not say nothing bad about my mama.
The one who
and it was
kidnapped
more the kidnapper. It was more so about her, and I felt like she was very protective of that lady. Who her name is Gloria, I think. She was more protective of that lady because she don't know who her biological mom is.
Yeah. It seemed like she didn't care that she was stolen from, and it seemed like that's what Iyanla was trying to stress to her. Like, this is the person that stole. I want to get this, get this to you.
The reason you don't have a relationship with your mama
because she stole you from her. So and she wasn't having it.
Maybe that's age, or maybe she, like I said, her trying to deal with it.
She's still young.
Yeah,
somewhat. Which leads us to the exercise that they went to the bedroom, and Iyanla had a grown person in a fetal position on the wall, and she was like, what's this seem like, and she's like, a person on the wall.
Yeah, old man on the wall.
Like she showed him one of them pictures, them blobs, and it's a rabbit. Okay, I don't know what it is. A blob, a blob of ink,
a butterfly.
Yeah, a butterfly. That's the easy one. But anyway. She was like, you in the womb, and basically, and this is your time to be reborn, and you don't know, you basically don't know who you are, right? And this is a fresh start to, and I'm here to help and give you the tools, and she's still like,
whatever, it is what it is. Yeah.
Then Iyanla tried on this one. She's like, well, come in. She let her rest on the chest, and she's like, so well. Did you ask your birth mama, the reason why? And she was like, yeah. And she said,
the birth mom?
I mean, not the birth mom, the kidnapper. She's like, did you ask her, what, why? And she's like, yeah. And what did she tell you? Like, I get, it was the mindset that she was in. And that was it.
Yeah, that didn't help me.
That didn't help me.
I'm like, it's like we're having this conversation and we realize that she doesn't want to say anything bad about her biological mom. And maybe she feels that, I was starting to think, maybe she feels that everybody expects her to be mad, at the biological mom. But this is the only mom she knows. She ain't mad.
Defensive every time.
Right? She was very, very defensive. And so maybe I was thinking that's one of the reasons she's not opening up is because people probably won't want to hear what she has to say. And that's what Iyanla, I feel, was trying to get the others to see about her.
I'm like, she wouldn't even talk about her. She would, you would think, I guess she had some good times with her, but she wouldn't even speak on that. She wouldn't speak on
very, very closed off.
Nothing. Like everything's okay. I'm all right. And her voice was real.
I wouldn't understand it. Like it was Marge whispers at time, and then like kind of maybe she had a cold or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but it
at the end of the episode we heard
that's what I'm saying. No, I don't think that cold. I don't know where that voice came from. Like you said, she was trying to whisper.
She had the kind of voice. It was making Iyanla whisper to her. Okay, this the game we playing. Like she didn't understand what was going on either. But
she was trying. She was trying everything. And she was putting like little stickers on the wall of what her dad was said about her.
Yeah, because he was there as well.
And he get like she's educated. She got a mind of her own. She's outspoken. She likes junk food. Very superficial stuff to me.
Stuff that you can just kind of watch on a TV show and get from somebody, but nothing really deep about this person.
Yeah, he didn't know who she was.
But mentioning that the father was there, it was one thing he said. He mentioned, I wonder if she knows kind of what I've been through. And Iyanla was like, she's not psychic. Tell her, how you feel. And he felt some type of way at her wanting to have a relationship with her the kidnapper. And he's like, I'm trying to end that. Iyanla said, why don't you explain to her why you have an issue with it? But they never really had a conversation after that.
You're going to lose your daughter if you try to do that.
Break up that relationship, And, that's when she told him, like, write down what you know about her. And he wrote all those, kind of top level, high level things about his daughter, but he don't really know her.
He didn't know her.
But I was glad to see that he showed up to support her, despite, because he does want to figure out how to love her, how to be around her and rebuild a relationship that they never had.
Yeah, and we did jump to the Iyanla speaking with the dad. But that's basically you told basically what what they talked about. Then she sat down with the dad, the stepmom, the dad's wife. I'm supposing, and the boyfriend, which it seemed like he didn't need to be there at all. He didn't say nothing. Be there. He just nodded with everything and looked like he was in 8th hour or detention or something.
Just there to support. Just
but he seemed like he was basically like her, like Kamiyah.
That's probably why they're in a relationship, because they know how to be to each other.
I don't want to be fine. That's why I'm here. Old NBA talk. But she's talking to them and trying to tell them basically her plan on getting Kamiyah help and whatnot. And she was talking to the dad and like you the person that needs to support her because obviously the mama's not here, and so when she falls, she's going to need support and help. To again say to support her and comfort her, whatever that she's going through. And she said, "Well, I'm going to need because I'm not getting anything from her. She's not telling me anything. I'm going to need to either do two things." Either what did she say? Trigger her up, which basically riling her up, making her mad, trying to figure out,
so she can blow up and let me know how she feels.
What's going on? Yeah. So give me a chance to know what's going on, or break her down,
get her emotional,
get her emotional, and then I can come in and speak with her. But we're gonna need help from you. And she gave an assignment to the three of them and said, if she called you, don't answer the phone.
Right.
And I think from a person that's, I guess at this point in their lives, knowing that they've been kidnapped, abandonment is probably an issue.
Right.
for them, and so trying to calling, nobody's there, and these are the three, the people that's supposed to support her right then and there.
Supposed to support her right then and there. But the fact that you've been kidnapped, but you're not acknowledging it, would abandonment still be an issue? Do you think?
I think deep down, cause that's what I said. Where she is now, when growing up, no, because she didn't know, of course, but now all these new thoughts are in her head. Mm-hmm. And new people, the parent I did know is in jail. Right. So who do I have? I have a little relationship. She calls him dad. She calls the birth mother mom. Mm-hmm. And so she has some type of relationship with him. So I don't know how that relationship. How you start calling him dad all of a sudden and calling mom. It
probably took a while.
Some stuff was just left unsaid.
I think it was a lot. We didn't get anything, and that's what Iyanla wanted her to basically stay there that night. Yeah, and do another exercise.
She did. What were they in the room?
Yeah, they was in the room.
The wall with the little grown man fetal position thing. Yeah. And she gave her, and she was, what'd she say? Help me out, Mike B. What'd she say? I'm keep you in the womb tonight. That's what it was. Yeah. That was her exercise. And, I'm keep you here. And, I think she gave her, she didn't give her nothing. No. Hold on, let me read my notes.
You got them right there. And no, as soon as she was saying, I'm going to keep you in the womb, old girl was like, what you talking about? Like this is not making any sense. Yes. So it's like you went left almost immediately.
Yeah. And she said, well, you need to be here and think about things basically. And before Iyanla left and closed the door, she came back. She was like, oh, and if you try to call your people, your daddy and your stepmom and boyfriend, I gave them an assignment. I told them not to answer. Right. And it seemed like everything just changed.
She grabbed their phone. She started dialing their number, and she said he better answer because if he don't, he know I'm a flip. And I think she was talking about her boyfriend. Yeah, more so than anything.
It seemed like it was like Nisha L.A. Out all this little quiet little voice, and all of a sudden, she was full voice. She was like, "Hold up, no, you can't do that. You didn't tell me this. Right? This ain't the line I walked in." And I didn't choose this line. And she's like, well, you still got a choice. I'm giving you a choice. You can stay here. I'm not making you. Yeah, but I gave them an assignment that they're not supposed to answer the phone. And she just blew up.
She called somebody. She was cussing on the phone.
I thought it was like her friend or something. I don't know.
It may have been.
But yeah, she going downstairs on the phone and cussing out, calling a bitch this.
Do you think that would have been a bad idea though? Before we get too much into the argument with Iyanla, like this young girl, she's not really. I feel like if her mom was there to support her, then I feel like it would have been okay. Just knowing that she has somebody that she knows to support her and be there with her, I think maybe she would have went through with the exercise versus this strange woman Iyanla showing up in the room telling me that my people, making me believe that my people are gone and I got to stay here and do this exercise when I really didn't want to be here from jump.
It would, if I was in that predicament, it would make me feel some type of way.
It could go back to the abandonment situation.
But again, she was like, I have to do that. I need to find something to get something out of it.
Well, no, I understand. I understand. I know what she's trying to do. Yeah.
But as far as the Kamiyah, I would. I would feel some type of way.
Would you have blown up like she did?
That's not my character. I wouldn't. I give you the deuce and just leave.
I call Uber, call Lyft. Call somebody. I feel like, and that's what kind of bothered me a little bit. Even though I understood her being frustrated because she didn't sign. Well, she evidently her birth mom signed up for it, but she was just participating. And then you got this lady telling me my people ain't gonna call when answer when I call, and I got to stay here and participate in some shit I really didn't want to be a part of.
Anyway, this was my idea.
But I think I would have been more respectful. Yeah. Instead of calling Iyanla out her name, threatening to hit her, like I stabbed. She was threatening to stab, like I stabbed.
The women. Alexis came out. It wasn't Kamiyah. Was that was the little baby that they they lost. They lost.
But it surprised me because the pictures they were showing was little baby Kamiyah. They got the graduation. I'm like, oh, so I'm thinking that not the birth mom, but the kidnapper did right by the girl, got her through graduation. They seemed like they had a loving, nice relationship. But then when she started flipping out and calling Iyanla all kind of bees or whatever, I'm like, this is different. Yeah, I didn't expect.
I wasn't expecting that at all. And Iyanla's like, I didn't know, with the car. She was like,
she kept saying, you didn't put this on the wall.
Put this on the wall. All
disrespectful and angry and all of this stuff.
Like,
she was trying to get her to talk about her feelings, but she wasn't. She showed. She
let her know what's going on. And then she said, "Well, do you want? I got your father here. Do you want to?"
Well, that's when she went back to the other room. I thought they were actually gone. I didn't know if they were still there. So that was surprising to me. And I said, thank God, because Iyanla, that girl gonna whoop Iyanla ass. I felt sorry for her. I said, Iyanla gonna get it tonight.
No, don't hit me. No. Use your tools.
You going straight to hell. Use your tools. But yeah, I'm like, once I saw that they were like in the other room, they just weren't answering their phones. I felt so much better. I'm like, thank you, Iyanla, because otherwise I would have understood the young girl's anger, even though she didn't know they were still there.
Yeah.
But Iyanla came in trying to tell her, like, hey, your father wants to talk to you or wants to say something to you. She, like, you better get away from me, still calling her bees or whatever. And then I guess she finally realized what Iyanla was saying. Yeah. And she's like, where he at?
I'm like, if you would have shut up for about 10 seconds.
She was on that phone. She was trying to find her another ride.
Oh, she was trying to get out.
And cuss Iyanla out at the same time.
And Iyanla went to the room. She's like, okay, so I know you're here. What's going on? This the real. This
yeah. He said, well, again, why didn't y'all put none of this on the wall?
This first time I've heard of this,
and I didn't believe that.
It seemed like she would have showed herself at least once or twice when she didn't get away.
When she doesn't really have a relationship with her biological mom or her father. Why would she, I guess, hide this part of her from them? Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like you have to. It's almost like your stepmom. Like, you have to build up a respect for them because it's like these are strangers. So maybe she wouldn't have done all that in front of Gloria, but these two. You know,
and he seemed like the type of passive person.
Yeah,
especially
I was.
You don't know how.
Her boyfriend looked like he stayed ready to fight.
I thought that was old cousin. I had to ask Mike B. I'm like, so who is it? Is this cousin? They're like, no, this is her boyfriend. I'm like, boyfriend.
Yeah.
It seemed like he would have had more to say than just I'm sitting in the chair. And he seemed like he was like doodling on the chair. I don't know. He was just there playing with his feet. I don't know what he was doing.
I guarantee you, he's experienced that before because she kept saying like he know better. Like, he know not to listen to you and to listen to me. And it's like, how do you get in this situation where you got this young woman controlling you? Yeah. You a grown-ass man, too. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. But you know what? He's there to support her. So he probably should have listened to her.
Yeah, who knows, man? Because I still don't. I have no clue of what... I have no clue. I like you said at the beginning, he's like, I want to know about the mother, the
kidnapper. Like what was going through her mind to make her think that it's okay to kidnap. Yeah. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that her biological mom was young because she was 16 years old. I don't know how old the father was, but he seemed like he said, I didn't know she was 16 until she had the baby or something like that. Yeah. I'm like, well, what's that situation all about? You know, he trying not to get in trouble, it seemed like.
And she was talking about the kidnapped mama. She told her like the mind state I was in. I'm like, okay, so what was the mindset? Could she not have kids? Did she like keep on getting pregnant and losing her babies? I don't know. Give me a reason.
That went through my head too. Maybe they should have did a little phone call to the jail and got some backstory.
Yeah, like, give me some type of clarity. Because my brain is foggy at this point right now. Because you gave me nothing.
It's like you gave me nothing. But towards the end, where everything escalated, I'm like, this is intense. But I still don't know nothing.
Yeah, like the last 15 minutes, I'm like, how do we get here? But I'm still confused. Yeah.
I still enjoyed it though. But I just knew Iyanla was gonna get her ass whooped on this one by a 19-year-old.
Oh,
she may have them hands, but I don't know. Iyanla may have some footwork or something. But old girl was she tossed something against the wall. She was ready for Iyanla. I'm like, this ain't how you fix it.
this ain't how you fix it at all. I think it got worse.
It got worse
because the daddy know how the daughter is. Like, I'm gonna stay away from her a little bit
because he really wasn't like trying to calm her. He was like standing in between her, but he really wasn't trying to calm her down, like trying to get her to see a different perspective. There
was no control or no.
There wasn't even really an attempt
for him, to
control. Yeah, maybe he's kind of, like you said, passive, kind of hands off. Let her get her aggression out. She'll calm down and then come around.
That's what he said. Like she was. I forgot how they put it. She was feeling. He was like giving her excuse, like she just needs to calm down type deal. And so
I would have been like, I would have been, if I was Iyanla, I would have been pissed. Like, y'all didn't warn me about this. And she was saying, the words don't bother me. I'm sure Iyanla's been called worse. But girl, she was in Iyanla's face. She was coming for that jugular.
She was.
And that would have been. Can you imagine if she would have actually hit Iyanla?
Oh, then now that would have been a better and different story.
Better?
I wouldn't be confused. I know exactly what happened then.
But that's good TV. That's our Iyanla, though.
That's still good TV, though, maybe.
Right on. Love and hip-hop style.
But we're not here for the violence, people. No. That's how it ended.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
I hope y'all as confused as we are. I didn't get none out of it. How they do
I still enjoyed it though.
Oh yeah, it was watchable. They said that the two, the dad and the daughter, Kamiyah and Craig, still haven't responded to the calls. And, after they left, they meant it. We not coming here for nothing. And Iyanla's like, I'm still here for them if they're
invited back whenever they're actually ready to do the work, really.
And then the last 5 minutes, she had a guest that was going to be there during the process. She was going to have the next day. It wasn't even the whole day, was it? No. That was the first day.
They didn't make it past. Everybody had the same outfit on. we didn't get nowhere.
She didn't stay in the name? I wrote it.
Carlina. Yeah, Carlina, and she went through basically the same situation as.
Yeah, she was kidnapped and realized that she was being kidnapped by.
Well, they said at 16 she found out that the person she thought was her mother wasn't her mother, but it wasn't until she was 23 she found out she was actually kidnapped.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, well, what did they tell you when they said this ain't your mama? Did they lie and say you were adopted or whatever? But when she found out, she went through some of the same emotions that Kamiyah. I don't know why I can't remember her name.
It's okay.
Some of the same emotions that Kamiyah was going through. So maybe having her there maybe the first day would have been a better alternative. But Iyanla was trying to figure out what's going on with this young lady and try to help her as much as she can.
Yeah.
And then, like, the icing on the cake is to know that you're not the only one going through it.
Yeah. And Carlina was given the same symptoms as what, Kamiyah was going through. And Iyanla's like, well, if she was here, I would have, have y'all two sit down.
Yeah.
And Carlina was basically telling us that what she went through and that she wished she could talk to her and whatnot. And it sounded good what she was talking about. I feel
like it would have been a productive conversation.
Yeah, it would have helped, I think, and gave her a little bit of clarity and focus on what needs to happen.
And that what she's feeling is okay. It's okay to want, a relationship with the woman who stole you, even though she was wrong. This is the mother that you know.
This is the mother you know for 19 years, 19 years. And so it's hard to put that love somewhere else, So who knows? That's all we have for you. It's still a question mark above my head.
Right on.
We'll be back for another episode. It seems like it's going to be good. It seems like 3 brothers. I'm guessing. No, 2 brothers and then Memphis. Ain't that his name? Memphis?
Yeah.
It seems like it's what's your back-to-back episodes?
Yeah. I think it's going to be maybe 2 episodes next week, but we'll see.
So we'll try to divvy it up some type of way. That's it, people. We started off. It ain't with a bang. We started off with a dud. Because I have.
As far as information, it was a dud, the last 15 minutes was intense. And again, it was crazy. I thought I was gonna have to call the people, go save Iyanla.
Yeah, she was like she was on the street and about to do something. Like she had a razor in her mouth or something.
Oh, who?
Kamiyah.
Kamiyah. Iyanla got some tricks. She ain't brand new.
We got old 22 in a bra. That's a trick.
Oh, I never heard of that. Oh, 22 in her bra. I thought that and a bra. I'm like, I never heard of it. Is this a drink or something? I didn't know what you were talking about.
I'm going off what you said.
That's all we got. Peace.